It was a busy month for Victoria real estate in May, especially coming out of that slow federal election month. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alex Hughes with the North Pacific Homes Group and welcome to our channel. By the end of this video, if you do like it, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. We try to get out some great content for you, not only these monthly market updates, but also property tours, various pros and cons of living in our city, and tips and tricks for both buyers and sellers. So starting things off, we had 785 properties sell. Now this was actually just under 1% less than where we were this time last year, but an 18% increase over last month. So breaking that down a little bit further, we had 401 single family homes sell, which was 0.5% increase from May 2024. And condos finished off at 221 sales, which was actually 6% decrease from May 2024. Inventory levels have been going up. At the end of May, we landed at 3,176 active listings. This was an 8.5% increase from last month and an 11.3% increase from May 2024. With more inventory, that means more buyers have more choices and leads to a more balanced market. With more inventory, that means that pricing is remaining relatively stable. Benchmark single family home pricing came in at just over 1.3 million, which was only a 1.3% increase from last year. Condos came in at 564,000, which was actually a percent decrease from last year. Ample inventory coming to the market is outpacing our sales, which brings less competition for buyers. Now, I'm sure you've heard on the news about how the Canadian market is falling, but if you take out the Vancouver and Toronto market, Canadian market is still relatively, I'm not going to say hot, but it's still warm, especially in Victoria. When you look at the active listings to sales ratio, we're still hovering over 20%, meaning we're still technically in a seller's market. That being said, there's an asterisk with that. Within the CRD and the Greater Victoria, each municipality is acting quite differently. Saanich, for example, is still for sure in a seller's market, especially if you've got a renovated home with a suite up to about 1.5 million. When you have the West Shore that has such a surplus of inventory, especially in new builds and condos, it realistically is a buyer's market. As of today, it is June 4th. While I'm filming this, Bank of Canada did come out with an announcement today. They will be holding their overnight policy at 2.75%. Now, to sum everything up, for May 2025, it was a relatively stable and balanced market. We saw things slow down quite significantly last month, especially in the new builds with the federal election, because both parties were promising, GST exemptions, and people just wanted to sit back and hold back and see kind of what was happening before they jumped in and made a decision. Now that we're out of that and we know who's remaining in place, we've seen that activity come back. Now, we did see that activity increase quite drastically. Like I said, we're 18% higher from last month, but with that inventory still staying high, we're still seeing lots of options for buyers and people being able to go out, negotiate, and get conditions on their offers. And that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you found it informative. If you haven't already, please give us a like. And if you also haven't already, subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get out some great content for you, keep you informed about what's going on in Victoria. And if you liked it so much that you want to contact me, my personal information will be down below. Thank you so much for watching and we hope you're having a great day.